is going on, guys? JD from New York here, back again with more WWE news and rumors for you, getting you all ready the best I can for WWE Roadblock, which will be taking place on Saturday, March 12th, 2016, live from Toronto, Canada, on the WWE Network. If you missed my video earlier, I will leave you a link at the very top of the description. Make sure you guys go check that out. Major news concerning Roadblock being a major 3-hour event on the network. We are getting a pay-per-view-like event right in the middle of WrestleMania season before we hit Dallas, Texas, and WrestleMania 32. So make sure you guys go check that out. If you missed it, like I said, I'll leave you a link down in the description, and I'll leave you an annotation on the video screen right here in the video, so you guys can go check that out after you finish watching this one, as always, okay? But I got news on Sami Zayn. There's major rumors going around the internet, in the wrestling world, about Sami Zayn. He's going to have a major role WrestleMania weekend. Number one, he's going to be at NXT Dallas, TakeOver Dallas. He's going to be going one-on-one with Nakamura. We all know that, something that I am very, very interested in seeing. I cannot wait for NXT Dallas. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. So that's right there, unbelievable for Sami Zayn. Number two, WWE, and the rumors going around is that WWE wants Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 32. He may even make his debut on Monday Night Raw tonight in Chicago to set up something for Roadblock, which will then lead into WrestleMania in a potential championship match for Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. So news broke yesterday, and I'm covering it for you today. Sami Zayn is going to be very busy over the next few weeks in NXT and WWE. It was revealed several weeks ago that he will be Shinsuke Nakamura's opponent for his debut at NXT TakeOver Dallas. Recently, it's been revealed that he will be wrestling at WrestleMania 32, but an opponent for him has not been revealed. However, we're not going to have to wait long for him to emerge onto the main roster of WWE. According to WrestlingInc.com, Sami Zayn is scheduled for WWE Roadblock on March 12th live on the WWE Network from Toronto, Canada. The expectation is for Zayn to continue his feud with current Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens that was never fully resolved in NXT due to Sami's shoulder injury that put him out of action for the majority of 2015. If WWE is planning Owens versus Zayn 3 for WrestleMania in Dallas and Sami is scheduled for Roadblock, we're likely to see him tonight on Monday Night Raw to set up his appearance at Roadblock. There have been some rumors of Kevin Owens defending the Intercontinental Championship in a 6-man ladder match like the one featured at WrestleMania last year, in which Daniel Bryan won the Intercontinental Championship. If Zayn is involved in that match, it's likely he could win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania and become a big star on the grandest stage of them all and set up a longer Owens versus Zayn feud for post-WrestleMania television. I've mentioned this well before. If you guys have been watching me, you know I've been mentioning this. You guys know I've been mentioning this well before we hit 2016. You guys know I booked Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens perfectly right before we hit the Royal Rumble in a situation that should have been at the Royal Rumble. You know, I always pictured 1992, in which Ric Flair was alone in the ring for a mere 45 seconds, less than that probably. And Roddy Piper comes down. He is the Intercontinental Champion at that point. He goes one-on-one with Ric Flair, crowd going crazy, Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon going crazy. Roddy Piper won the IC title that night from the Mountie. You guys remember the Mountie, right? He was fucking awesome. So he won the title, and I love the 1992 Royal Rumble because so many things happened in that Rumble that WWE can go back on and kind of bring back to life. And that certain instance with Ric Flair and Roddy Piper was something I always envisioned for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. You know, WWE obviously didn't go that route with the Royal Rumble, but we did see Sami Zayn in the Rumble. We did see Sami Zayn eliminate Kevin Owens from the Rumble, which is a tease and gave us a nice surprise in January. I would have had Kevin Owens dominate some of the Rumble and, you know, be in the ring by himself after clearing 3, 4, 5 guys, and all of a sudden he hears Sami Zayn's music hit on the PA system, and Sami Zayn comes out and goes to work, and Kevin Owens is shocked to see Sami Zayn there. And that sets up their feud, you know, post-Royal Rumble. and going on into WrestleMania. That should have been WWE's directive from the beginning. That should have been WWE's directive with weeks to go before WrestleMania. Not starting at Roadblock 3 weeks before WrestleMania 32. I'm glad WWE is potentially thinking of these plans for Sami Zayn because it's the right one. But 3 weeks to go until WrestleMania, now, after fans and many podcasts and many analysts have been saying this should have been the way to go for all these months, now WWE wants to do this? Come on, bro. Just goes to show you WWE doesn't know what they want to do for WrestleMania. Either that or they're scared to do the right thing. I don't know what they want to do at WrestleMania. Rumor going around is that Sami Zayn, another rumor I should say, is that Sami Zayn's going to be at WrestleMania. He's going to be in a match with Kevin Owens, but it's going to be a multi-man match that includes the likes of Ziggler, The Miz, and a few other guys they want to put in there for the Intercontinental Championship. Ladder match, six-man match, multi-man match, whatever the case may be. I don't like that, though I would not be opposed to that. But I want one-on-one. If we're going to get Zayn versus Owens, and we're going to see Owens, you know, at WrestleMania in a major role, which he should be, I want it to be one-on-one. And there's nobody I'd rather have to go one-on-one with Kevin Owens than Sami Zayn. Even if it's 3 weeks to go and we get 3 weeks of build, it still makes sense. Because Kevin Owens, storyline-wise, put out Sami Zayn. He injured Sami Zayn in storyline, and he was out fixing his shoulder. Though he did injure his shoulder in a match with John Cena in Montreal on Monday Night Raw. That's the reason why he was really out. But as far as storyline goes, that's the reason why he was out. Kevin Owens beat the shit out of him to capture the NXT Championship. That powerbomb on the ring apron was absolutely fucking one of the most brutal things I've seen in wrestling in 2015. Brutal. So you have logic, you have a storyline, and you have a history there in which it will make sense. So I could definitely see that happening. I would rather that one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Because when you look at it, WrestleMania is the grandest stage of them all, like they say. WrestleMania is an event in which new superstars are made, you know, the legends, and, you know, it's the showcase of the immortals. Giving Sami Zayn an amazing WrestleMania weekend on top of what he's already doing with Nakamura would be fucking great. You know, this is what he wants. He didn't want to go back down to NXT. He wanted to be right on the main roster. We all wanted him to be on the main roster. I want the IC title at WrestleMania defended one-on-one because the title deserves it. Kevin Owens deserves it. Sami Zayn and all the hard work that he's given us in NXT deserves it. You know, WrestleMania 32 as an event, as a card, deserves it. Give it to us, one-on-one. It spotlights the IC title. The IC title will be fought over between two fucking legit guys who have history, and this could definitely continue on into SummerSlam. We could finally see a glimpse of old school Intercontinental Championship turmoil for the title. You know, we've seen a glimpse of that with Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. The title was spotlighted. Both men wanted the title. And this will be the same exact thing with Owens and Zayn. WWE would be smart to book it. Even if it's 3 weeks left, it will make sense. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 32 for the Intercontinental Championship. Book it. It's only going to make the WrestleMania card that much more better, that more intriguing. Certainly. You know, we got the Divas Championship three-way. We're going to have the IC title, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. WrestleMania is going to have an NXT-type feel to it in some aspects. Can't go wrong with that, bro. You can't go wrong with that at all. Now, as far as the multi-man match goes, I don't know what they're doing with Kalisto. I really don't know what they're doing with Kalisto. I think Kalisto is really getting shafted by WWE. He won the title. He's a two-time U.S. champion. He beat Del Rio. Nobody cared about the feud. It was forgotten the next day after he won it again. He should have never lost it the first time. And WWE seemingly has jobbed him out. They put the Lucha Dragons back together. Sin Cara came back from injury. They're losing tag team matches. He's the U.S. champion. He doesn't have any momentum going into WrestleMania. Multi-man match for the U.S. title. That's the best way to go about it. And you guys mentioned it in the comments section of Off the Script all weekend. Multi-man match for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Kalisto, Neville, Del Rio. You could put some of the League of Nations in there. You know, build intrigue around that title. You know, put guys in there that might not have a role otherwise at WrestleMania. The Miz, Dolph Ziggler. Put those guys in that match. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be interesting, and I'm sure it'll be a nice spot fest to open the show, get the crowd excited, etc., etc. But Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, all I'm going to tell you is that one match makes the most sense for WrestleMania. The card deserves it. WrestleMania deserves it. Owens, Zayn deserve it. Most importantly, the Intercontinental title deserves it. Zayn versus Owens for the IC title. Rumored to be happening at WrestleMania. We can only hope that this rumor does come to fruition. So that is the news on Sami Zayn. Scheduled for Roadblock. We might see him tonight on Monday Night Raw. I'm going to mark the fuck out if we do. But he is scheduled for Roadblock, so hopefully we get what we want going towards WrestleMania. Thank you guys for watching. I'm JD. Going to bring you the latest and greatest news and rumors concerning WrestleMania 32, getting you guys ready for the big event. Roadblock happening. I'll be reviewing that. I'll be back tonight with Monday Night Raw review. I'll be back on Friday with Out of Nowhere. I'll be on Wednesday, Joe's channel with Out of Nowhere, and Friday for Off The Script. Ton of WWE content coming to you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. And also the iTunes podcast. Make sure you guys check that out. iTunes, Stitcher Radio, AudioBoom, and PodBean went up on Sunday night. Make sure you guys go check that out as well. Links for that are down in the description below. I'm JD. This is the #1 source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. And I'll be back tonight with Monday Night Raw review. Until then, I'm JD, and I'll talk to you later.